Stand there for a minute. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We have a second company we're working on, which is our exotic screen paint products. And then we have another company under that we're working on right now, which is the Advanced Ambient Rejection Black Edge screen paints, which we're going to be using for our commercial use. All right, so basically, how to spot a fake website. Well, there's a couple of things that you can tell if the website is not legit and the information on it is not telling you the truth. Sketchy information, that's one of the things. Specification sheets that are just not adding up. Videos that can't be backed. And keep in mind, the person who basically owns this site right here, we had a discussion with him last night about his tax information, and just can't prove or back anything up. So it's another thing you have to be careful too. Ask for tax information, ask for if they have a DBA, ask if they have an EIN, ask if they have a license to sell in the state of whatever state they're in. These are things you have to ask for up front. But also too, you have to be careful because, like I said, this is the kind of reaction we get from these individuals when they're being asked to present these documents or even be able to back their products up. This is how they carry on. So we left the chat open on purpose. And when I leave a chat open, this basically, so you can see the reaction of how they act and how unprofessional they are. So this is a fellow who goes by the name of Crow 1176. Fernando Gonzalez, who operates a website called, let me see what we got up here. It's Pros 1176screenmix.com. If you notice on the site, we'll blow it up here, that there is nothing really on the site. This is a dummy site. These are sites that are designed to take money from the customers. So this is Crow right here, screaming and carrying on. This is the customer. This is the owner of the site. This is his way he's carrying on and acting up, but we're used to it. People usually get busted doing things they shouldn't be doing. Go on the rant. This is the reason why we open up the mic so you can see how they act and how they carry on. So anyway, excuse me, if you look at his site, he doesn't have much information on it. It's just home and shop. So it's pretty much a site that was designed to be slapped together really quick just to siphon money out of his customers. Now, just to show you some really hardcore evidence that this guy is a serious scammer, should not do business with this fellow. We have something called the Blacklist, and we have another site coming up called the Warning List. The Warning List will go into more detail about these particular scammers that have been on YouTube, that have been cheating people for years. And there are other customers also too that have been extremely upset by their actions. We are going to go over here, and we're going to leave this here. No matter what, the Blacklist is going to stay. Regardless, it's going to stay, because it needs to be outed what these individuals are known for doing. So this is the Blacklist. And in the Blacklist, we have a lot of evidence on this individual stealing from customers. Not only that, we were able to find out that the eBay account was removed due to the fact that there were a lot of complaints against him, and eBay has banned his account. So we did find that out today. So let's go over here and show you some things here. These are the ones we do on fake projectors. We do demonstrations. Just not for, I don't want him to think that, oh, it's all, no, it's not about you, buddy. We do demonstrations on fake projectors. A lot of people are getting scammed on these fake projectors. So we bought a bunch of them, did some tests, and show people not to go near them. These are the high-end projectors, the WeMax and the Valva projectors. Again, showing people to stay away from them. You know, stuff like that. So we have a lot of stuff on here. Now, this is pretty disturbing because I said before, we caught him on eBay trying to sell this particular product for 40 bucks. He had a different account he was trying to sell for 40 bucks. And on this account, basically, he was going in and he was, forgot we changed our information, did we? We should be good. Let me see for a minute. Okay, we're good. Yeah, he went in, he changed it, he tried to sell a screen paint that literally there are instruction videos how to make the product. This was actually one of the first screen paints he's ever developed. And he was trying to get 40 bucks a quart for this product, knowing that he had a demonstration that was floating around showing you how to make the product. How do you, oh man, this guy has no morals whatsoever. How do you try to sell a product that you literally have a video showing you how to make the product? It gets worse than that, people. It gets way worse than that. Let me come through here real quick. There it is right there. So that's the product right there. We look, the mic is open. I expect for you guys why we open the mic. We open the mic on purpose because we want people to see how you carry yourself as a professional. And you're not a professional. Why are you ranting and getting upset? Why are you angry? These are your videos. For you to come in here and carry on and scream with fake accounts, why are you upset? These are your videos. So the fact that you're in here ranting and getting upset over something that these are your videos that you made clearly shows that you're guilty. What's the problem? I don't get it. You made these videos. I didn't put a gun to your head and make these. No one put a gun to your head at the end of the day and say, hey, you're going to make these videos this way. You made these videos. So, Jamie, if you're in here ranting and carrying on, if you're upset, if you're angry, what are you upset about? You made the videos. You're mad and angry because you're getting exposed. Because these are videos that you deleted off your account, that you try to make go away, and now they're being produced and shared, and you don't like that. Well, next time, when you decide that you're going to take money from customers or consumers at the end of the day, you make a product that works. And then you don't have to be on this list. And then you don't have to worry about coming into rooms and ranting and carrying on and acting up because you got caught. Now, I had to explain that because he was in the room carrying on his fake accounts. He just left already. All right, so right here, you can see right here, this is his product we purchased. We did the Network Grey 773. It matched the product perfectly. Over here, this is his video demonstration right here. This is the video that we're missing. As you can see, matches perfectly. We're going to do a survey soon on our post, giving people the option to see if they can tell the difference between the two. And I guarantee you that they're going to say they're both the same. I'm pretty sure that he probably went to friends and family and asked them the same thing. And they probably all said, look, man, it looks the same. There's no difference in it. And I'm pretty sure it became extremely hostile and upset. People usually do that when they don't get things to go their way. So this is one of the first signs that his site is a scam. Because again, this is a video, and these are slideshows from the videos of the Network Grey 773 matching the Cinemax. Now what makes this so bad is the fact that he still sells this product on his website. Even though he knows that this product is house paint, and the consumer can go in and do the exact same thing. He still goes on YouTube, he still lies to his consumers, his customers, telling them that they're getting something completely different when they buy his product. When the consumer can just easily just walk down to a Sherwin-Williams, pick up Network Grey, and do the exact same thing. This is why there's no test demonstrations on this page. Now, Jamie, if you want to do a comparison of my page versus yours, your page will get crushed. I could crush you alone in specifications, your entire page alone in just specifications on my page, on one shopping cart. Not all of them, just one. Because there's literally so much information on my site that we actually had to build a more page to upload more pages as we went along, showrooms. You don't have any of that on your website. As a matter of fact, even on his website, he has stated that 3 of his screen paints have the exact same name. They can't all be gunmetal. But that shows at the end of the day that you don't know the color of your own product. Look at this. You charge $95 for this right here. And that right there, you can get that at a gallon for under $95. But I don't know why you're upset about, because again, these are your videos. What are you ranting about? This is your work. Now, keep in mind, he came on YouTube after we explained multiple times that his product is house paint. He was pressured by his customers. It took a while for him to get on YouTube and do it. But he was pressured by his customers to go in and do the videos. And in the middle of the video, you can see where he's just brimming with confidence. Like, he really swears and thinks up and down that his product is going to be different. And it's not. The sad thing about Jamie is it could be like a slight little different, and he considers that to be a world-moving experience, as if that changes the entire video altogether, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. You have to be a show a difference between night and day. Other than that, the consumer is just going to go out and buy house paint. All right. There's two of them on here. This is the Behr Silver Screen Scam, which that paint still sells on his website. He changed it over to the IB Personal. It's still the same thing, just changed out the name. That one ended up matching Behr Silver Screen, ended up walking out of a Home Depot with the container in hand and matching the screen. This one over here is the Network Gray 773 scam. This is the worst one for him because, again, it clearly shows him on camera bearing the receipts. I mean, I'm pretty sure you want this video to go bye-bye, but it's not going anywhere because I'm not the only one who has it now. There's multiple people has this video because they're out there sharing it because these are people that you burnt in the process. So this is why you need to do your homework before going into these websites and ordering. Even our website, we advise you, yeah, do homework. Go see if you can have any companies, even certified. Matter of fact, they'll send some certified screens because we like playing with those too. Take my technology. That's why we have the match or better demonstrations that we put up. We challenge you to match and better. So go out and find how many companies out there that are doing demonstrations on our levels. We ask you to do it. These individuals will never ask you this to begin with because they know that their product will match house paint in the day. This is why when trying to order Crow's product, and we had his products in the past, but trying to order some of his previous products to see if they would match the older products, we ended up with 19 cancellations, over $1,600 in cancellations of money he returned back to our account because he was afraid to process the orders. He couldn't stand behind his product's name. There's Jamie right there. Now, for him, he considers this on his end be someone ranting and carrying on. Nobody, it's somebody that's preaching to get you to remove the other site. Because again, as I said before, if you are hiding from customers, we know that. But if you were really felt like you were really I can't remember what's the word for it, because he's kind of bold with things. If you really felt that this was a dire need for you to basically be hidden from customers, you would have gotten rid of both sites. You would have gotten rid of the eBay account and you would have removed your other account, the website. But the eBay account went missing. The reason why it went missing because we found out that eBay removed your account for fraud. You had too many complaints from customers that were complaining your product was fraud, and they removed your account for good. He has a permanent suspension off eBay. If I'm wrong about this, then I'll apologize to you. Upload your account right now. This is why today when I had a conversation with you, I requested your tax papers. I requested your DBA. I requested your EIN. I requested your register license to sell in the state of California. You don't have any of those documents. Now that right there can get you in some serious trouble. All I have to do is pick up a phone call. I have a few friends who work for the IRS. That's how I was able to update my my forms to a 1099 because now they're not using the other forms anymore. And I had to contact one of them over there and say, hey, look, what are these forms I'm going to be using now? The 1099. So I requested your 1099 forms, and you don't have anything. You don't even know what a DBA is. That clearly tells me at the end of the day, you haven't filed for anything. You need a DBA and you need an EIN to get a license. So what you're seeing right here, this is the same fellow in the video, as you said before, who has the product. Well, it'd be hard if I was a tax sheet, but you don't pay anything. Where's your documents? I requested these documents from you a long time ago. You don't even have your forms. Where's your paperwork? You don't have any. I've requested this multiple times. Just like I requested multiple times for you to go out and do the rest of the tests on your products. You did one test on one of your screen paints. It failed miserably, and you didn't do any more demonstrations after that. There's still that slip silver, which you refuse to even do at the end of the day. And what makes it even worse, if you want to talk about someone cheating, Jamie, are you in touch with reality? You do realize that this is a product that's matching house paint, and you still sell this on your website. Did you bother to pull it from your website? No, you didn't pull it from your website. It's still there as we speak. That's some serious denial. Like somebody riding down the street and in front of security camera slams into someone's car and goes, oh no, I didn't do it. The damage is all over the car. You can see the paint residue from one car transferred to another on camera with the person running into the car, and they'll sit there and go, oh no, I didn't hit that car. That's not even my car. I wasn't even driving it. And that accident happened like 2 minutes ago. You're that type of person because you literally have this on your website right now selling it. And right here, we show a demonstration of you matching the product. That's pretty bad. And if you're willing to go down that far to cheat customers this badly, you're willing to cheat them out of anything. Now, see, we have our test demonstrations posted to our website. We have a shipping specification sheet that is freaking huge. Our site is designed and set up to basically educate our customers, to give them an understanding of what they're buying and what they're purchasing, to help them out, because at the end of the day, I have more knowledge than you. I know more than you do when it comes to this field. You don't know anything. That's pretty bad. Now, Partey is just as bad too. Partey's website's a little bit more put together, it is, than Crow's website, but still, there's a lot of stuff on his website he can't explain. And if you read through his entire site, which I have, because I like to be thorough about things when I talk about them, you will come to a page that says the do-it-yourself page, which shows you how to apply the application, and you will notice in the last video, as he's displaying the screen, that it's matching the wall in the theater room. So what's the point of me believing all that nonsense that you wrote in your page to just turn around and watch it match the theater wall? If that's the case, I just might as well just figure out what color the theater wall is and just paint that. Which again, I hate to say it, but you match house paint. Now you see that? You see how well that matches? I mean, this is the one where he was sticking his hand and throwing it from the screen. But we're going to do something called the warning list. So the warning list, we're just going to compile the videos right next to what he's selling on the website. We're going to put his website address up there to warn people not to go to the website, not to buy anything. Keep in mind, his website is designed to steal from the customer. And we'll show you. It's right there on the site. So we'll go pop over to your site. Keep in mind, he's going to be ranting, because he does rant and get upset. He gets pretty upset when we expose him. But you need to be exposed. Now, as you can see, let's go in real quick. Before we do this, I want to show you the caption of the video here, so you know exactly what he was doing in the video. All right, so this is the caption of the video. In the caption of the video, you can see Crow put in his own video, Crow Cinemax Mix. So you know it is the Cinemax that he's testing against Network Gray 773. It's right there. It's the Cinemax. All right. That being said, what you just saw, product matching house paint. I'm showing bearing receipts, painting the screen in. He designed this video or did this video to show that his product does not match house paint. And like I said, Jamie, by you removing this video off your account, clearly shows at the end of the day you have acknowledged yourself that you are cheating your customers. So that's huge, huge, huge piece of evidence that you steal from your customers. So let's go over here. Let's see, here we go. We're going to go over, you see him ranting? That's a shame. That's what he's supposed to be, a professional businessman. This is what happens when scammers get caught. This is how they react. It's a shame. Let's go over and see if he's still selling the product on the website. Let's go over here. We'll pop over to his shop. Let's see if that product is still there on the site being sold. And there it is, right there. There is the Cinemax. As you saw in the video, that is a product that's matching screen paint, or sorry, house paint at the end of the day. And he's sitting there trying to sell it for $95. That is committing fraud, and that is stealing from your customers. Because at the end of the day, they could do the exact same thing with house paint. I'll show you the shipping policies, the information it shows you on the site. Let's go over here and just blow this up a little bit here for you. There you go. So basically, everything he puts in here, 2200 lumens. Let me give you a little bit of a news flash. I've said this multiple times. excuse me, network grade 773 can pull up on 1,000 lumens easily. It can pull 1,000 lumens easily. It can't do it in a fully lit environment. Of course, it's going to wash out like your product. It does the exact same thing. It washes out, can't produce colors too well, but it can see at 1,000 lumens. You have yours at 22. That's pretty bad for a light gray screen paint that needs 2,200 lumens and up to pull. So that's pretty bad. But as you can see where he has here, we're not going to look at the misspellings and all that stuff. But let's look at the other stuff we have here. Let's see. We have where he says that, okay, at the bottom, where he's saving you hundreds. How are you saving hundreds for your customers if you have a product here that's matching house paint? They can just go do it themselves. Where are they saving any money? Let's look at the shipping policy scam. This is the shipping policy scam right here. So this tells the customer at the end of the day, your returns and refunds clearly says if the product, and you got to learn to spell deliver correctly. That's just dying shame right there. Again, that's another way to show your site's not very professional. You can't spell correctly on your site, and that's something you should learn to spell. Or if your spelling is bad, just go get a spelling checker. Everybody uses them. Everybody, literally everybody uses a spelling checker. Even people who have perfect grammar use spelling checkers. So there's no excuse for it. But anyway, even when it says that once the product is delivered, no returns or refunds. So, okay, this product comes to your front door, say it's open, paint's leaking all over the place. But what he has in his policy, if it lands on your property, you don't get your money back. You don't basically get exchange. You get nothing. That's it. Okay. Refund only exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. Well, how are you going to find out if there's anything wrong with it if you don't open it up? See, our products are tested. So we can show test demonstrations on just about every level. The problem is you don't have any test demonstrations on your products. How many test demonstrations do you literally have on your products? You have none at all. And what do you consider to be test or not test? This is basically just really not test. So how many hardcore test evidence do you have? None. So what if that customer sits there and has a gray wall already, and he paints your product to the gray wall and it matches? Then you're telling him that, oh, because you opened it, you can't even get your money back, or you can't even get an exchange because you opened a container. This is why he's lost every single PayPal complaint. We've won every single one, even the ones he's filed against us, the ones we filed against. Jamie's never won one. And one of the complaints, we used this against him, his own policy against him, because PayPal will not honor it, because there's no way in the world for the customer to win in that situation. The reason why he has that policy in there is because in fear that the customer may match his product to house paint or something else that may blend into his screen. That's what he's afraid of. So if the customer sees this video demonstration, goes, gee, I got this on my wall. Let me just paint this over and see what happens. Oh, the freak. There you go. That's why that policy's there. So Jamie, I have an open room. You've been in here already. Explain to us, all of us, right now. I'm going to give you time to explain to us why your policy is set up this way. And why you have a video that's missing, which we can't seem to find, no one can't seem to find, that you should have posted on your website. As you said before, you made this video demonstration to back your product, to show that your product doesn't match house paint, it goes missing, and we have requested you multiple times to place this directly to your website for everybody to see. So that way your customers can get a clear understanding what they really want to buy at the end of the day. Whether they want to buy your product or they want to buy house paint. So what's going on? Why are you still selling a product that matches house paint? This, you understand, makes you the highest potential scammer that I've ever seen. And I'm pretty sure anybody's ever seen. As anyone's ever seen. Video clearly, you in the video, bearing receipts, painting the screen down, matching the screen paint, video going missing, and you still selling the product on your website for $95. You know what they call that? They call it a scammer. That's what it's called. And then clearly, your policy you have here is designed to take from your customer. This is the reason why your eBay account was removed. Because multiple people were complaining how you had scammed them out of that screen paint. Here's the Cinemax right there. over here. Bring you back down a little bit. There we go. And there is the video of the Cinemax. Now, if he sits there and he says, oh, I've never removed, I heard lies in a couple of his videos where he said, I've never said the product was ambient light rejection. You really shouldn't say that one, because you have multiple videos of your Frankenstein mix. You have said your product was ambient light rejection. As a matter of fact, even went as far as to go into one of the videos and change the caption to not even at 143. It will clearly say that. He says it is ambient light rejection. This is the kind of stuff you got to watch out for. There's the demonstration we got. That's the original one, not the one he doctored and messed with. That's the original one right there. Let me see what we have here. Here we go. Perfect example. Now, these videos are all missing. Gone. They're all off his account. This one is actually incredible, because the reason why we caught Jamie right in the middle of a live stream trying to hide a video. You see the sound you're hearing in the background, that's Jamie ranting on his page. I don't know what you're upset about. Again, these are your actions. What are you upset about? Now, there were two videos. One went missing. The reason why we knew how this one went missing, because we want to ask him if he would actually directly put this onto his page for his customers to see, and he started removing the videos off his account as fast as possible, because again, he can't have this video sitting on his account. It can't be on his website, because again, this is going to cause the customer to buy house paint, and he knows this. So he had to get rid of it. There you go. So that's him basically going in and marking his video private so no one can find it. But the hard thing about it is the fact that we copy all his videos. The ones that are really more incriminating, we copy those. Those are the ones you're going to see, the extra ones we don't show. There's a lot of them. We're going to show those on the warning list. These are some interesting ones. We have one with Partey in the middle of a transaction, pulling his entire marketplace down because he was terrified of us buying any more products from him. That's another issue right there. $700 worth of canceled orders. You have to be careful when you go to these sites that you know exactly what you're buying. You have to ask questions. We don't mind you asking questions with us. You can come to my site and ask me anything you want. Certified screens, black paints, whatever you want to do. We've done it already. Now let's show you, let's come out of here so you can see it's right here. He's still ranting. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. 135 to 100. He says 135, 100 inch to 135 inch screen. All right, let me see what we have here. Go to the home page real quick, and we'll scroll down to the home page, and we'll see what he has down here. He has two different. Now over here he has it down as 100 inch to 120. So which one is it? You have two different forms of specifications here. On your front sheet, you're saying on your specification sheet, you can't even call it a specification sheet. Let's just call it a something sheet, because it's nowhere near specification sheet. It doesn't even have enough information for a specification sheet, because again, you don't know anything about your product because you haven't tested it properly. So you don't have a specification sheet. You just have a something sheet. I don't know what you would call it. But on the front of that sheet, you have 100 to 135, but here you have a 120 inch. Over here, you're telling people 2 quarts is going to paint 150. That's a maybe. To 200 inch, it's not going to happen. There's no way in the world you're going to get a 200 inch screen out of 2 quarts of paint. That's not going to happen. Let me see. Any test demonstrations on here on the page? Nope, just customers that got scammed. That's basically about it. This is all house paint at the end of the day, people. That's it. That's all. There should be more information than this on this page. There should be a lot of information. There's so much information missing. Let's go into the shop. Let's go grab a specification sheet. Let's see what he has in his specification sheets. All right, so if we go down to the bottom, this one here with the UV mix, you will notice that the UV mix says gunmetal. It's gunmetal gray. This is your specification sheet. That's it. That's all. A pack of Kool-Aid would have more information on the back of it than this. Because he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why. That's the first warning sign. There's no real information. Just like in Partey's page, he has on his page that his gain is approximately 8 to 9. You can't have both. It has to be one. You guys are just writing anything in there in your websites, and you're not putting in proper information for the customers, and you're hoping that you may snag a sale. Now, why do you have capitals? We're going to get into the grammar part. There's capitals right dead center in the middle of sentences. This is product info. This is it. That's all it is. Product info. That is extremely bad. You don't talk about anything about narrow viewing comb effect. You don't talk about anything about the distance throw. You don't talk about anything about the ambient light projection, or you don't have ambient light projection. Now I forgot your products are not ambient light projection. None of that's in there. Nothing. What about a paint on application? What kind of surface can you paint it on? Can you use this with an acoustic surface? Is this front projection only? You don't have any of that information down there. What's the lowest amount of lumens you can use on the screen before it starts distorting? Do you have any certified tests you have on the products? What's the white level test? What's the contrast demonstrations on the test? You don't have any of that at all either. Viewing angle gain? Anything at all? Period? No, there's nothing there. Not even starting off with a proper capital at the beginning of your sentence. There's nothing there. And you say venue projectors. How many venue projectors have you tested against your product? Keep in mind the NEC NP1150 is not venue. It's considered to be home theater. Even though it does have an interchangeable lens, it's still considered to be a home theater projector. And this is pretty much it. That's all. That's all you get. So you have to be careful. Excuse me, as I said before, because again, this is a fake product. As you can see right here, it says gunmetal here. That is for the Frankenstein. Let me see. Let's go back and let's grab another one. Let's get the UV mix. Let's see what that says for the paint color. That also says gunmetal. So it tells me right here, if you have two screen paints in here bearing the exact same name, they both can't be gunmetal. You don't know the color of your product. So what is the customer buying at the end of the day? And this is supposed to be, again, specification sheet, which again, there's no information on this. I hate to say it, but Partey literally has more information than you. But even though his information is fake, he does have more than you do. There you go. That's the policy right there. And on this one, there is no surcharge fee. So if a person's buying from overseas, how would that even work? Your product is $95. To ship 1 quart of that overseas in a medium-sized box would cost you anywhere over 40 bucks easily. So how in the world are you shipping that overseas if that's $95? If you ship that to Ireland, that's like almost 80 bucks to ship that to Ireland, and a large shipping, sorry, in a medium-sized shipping box, and your price is $95. You guys don't know math at the end of the day. Partey did the same thing with the 48 ounces, and oh, that thing is a freaking fiasco at the end of the day. When you do the math on it, he literally is not making anything because he didn't crunch his numbers correctly. You definitely didn't do your numbers correctly. So right here in your shipping info, you don't say anything here about a $70 shipping charge or a surcharge fee, and you don't have anything here that says not available overseas. A person seeing this is still going to buy. So if anybody wanted to really do you in, they just go in and just buy a bunch of your paint from overseas, and you would literally have to pay more money to order ship that out. There's no way in the world you could ever make a profit. You probably make about 10, 15 bucks off of that. That's basically about it. It's $95. He has no information for overseas shipping. Nothing here at all, period. Just 2 to 3 in the USA. That doesn't mean that's it. This is it. This is all. This is your shipping information. Gee whiz Louise, talk about being lazy. Didn't even take the time to put in the proper information. That is just really, that's what I call sad people. This is our shipping policy. Let me zoom. Oh, we're going to zoom up. You can see right here. See all that information you have to have in there? That's a ton of information you have to drop into a shipping policy. This is how we know at the end of it. This is why you have to be careful. This is a fake site because our site, you can see all that information in there. Ton of information. Shipping sites are supposed to be really big. They have a lot of information in them. He doesn't have anything on his site because, again, this is a person at the end of the day who does not know what he's doing. He's inexperienced when it comes to selling screen paint products. I can't say he's experienced in everything because I'm pretty sure he's good at some stuff, but screen paint is not his field. He doesn't even have an active God policy. There's nothing in there. See all that information in there, Jamie? This is what your shipping information policy page is supposed to look like. They're huge. We even have videos in there explaining everything you could possibly think of, even a processing video, everything that you could possibly think of, and this is what you have. This is pretty bad. Let me see if I can find your page again. That's it. That's your policy. On one of them, you have two different policies in two parts. So this is one right here, and then you have another one. This is supposed to be your shipping policy information right here. Let me see if we can get this mouse to act right here. There we go. That's it. This is your summary. That's it. This is my marketplace. You see all that information that's popping up? That's how much knowledge we have on our product versus yours. See the other side? All that's my policy. That's my shipping policy on that side. And even at the top, we have something you don't have, which we don't see most people have. We got links that basically will direct our customers where they need to go. We got 1,000 lumens link if they ever want to see exactly what the screen looks like on 1,000 lumens. And then we have something here called the showroom we just put in yesterday. Let me zoom out on this one because this is beautiful. My goodness. That's what I talk about. Y'all don't take the time to put the effort into your website because you're lazy. That's why. And not only you're lazy, you don't have enough information and knowledge at the end of the day to input that information because your products are fake. That's the difference between my sites and yours. And mind you, we both have the same platform. You know that, right? We both literally have the same platform. He has the exact same capability that I have on my site that he has on his. He can do the exact same thing. He really doesn't want to. Again, you don't do testing. You're lazy with your products. You got products matching house paint. You're so lazy at the end of the day that, and so disrespectful to your customers that you didn't even bother to pull the product off your site that shows you matching house paint. I can take an entire page off my site with all tests and post it on the top of my links, right there on the top of the caption. We invite people to come into our site and check us out. You don't have nothing to back your products on, man. Horrible, very horrible. This is my crew there, Angry Bird. So my customers can hit a link, go into a showroom, check out the product on another display, more videos attached to the product, more picture demonstrations in there. Oh yeah, we got to throw the slideshow in there too. Did I put the slideshow in? Yeah, because the thing I don't like, I'm gonna put the slideshow in next, because the thing I like about it on the website, they only give you like 10 pictures to put in. That's not enough for me. And they don't give you videos. The videos are not long enough. They give these short little spurt videos, which are not enough for me. So I thought it'd be better if we just build a showroom that you can go in and click and you get a ton of videos on it, you can get a ton of pictures on it, more information on the product. Because even though our specification sheets are huge, there is still so much information that we need to add on. That's the specification sheet. We literally maxed out the specification sheet. I maxed out one on YouTube. I have over 7,000 words inside of my my specification sheets, over 7,000. That's how I know you guys don't know anything at the end of the day. The problem with Partay's site, Partay has plenty of information in there. The problem is the information he has in the site doesn't even add up at all, period. You can't tell somebody that it's a 4-code application and you have to pour a line down the middle of the screen that has to be approximately 2 to 3 inches, which is virtually impossible because when the paint hits, it's going to expand and spread. It's not going to stay in one spot. And this would make it virtually impossible if you had to paint a stationary screen, which is actually attached to your wall, because it means you have to pull this thing down. Do you have any idea what happens when you pull a 150 to 120 inch screen off a wall and you set that down the middle of the floor, which means you're going to move all the furniture out of that environment to make accommodations to put the screen on the ground so you can paint it? That's a freaking headache. And 150s are massive to pull off a wall and sit there. You have to move all your furniture, bring all your, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work at the end of the day. And because you have that option, well, not option, you tell people they have to paint it this way because you have a graphic chart. This is Partay has a graphic chart up there telling people to do this. How does this apply to a paint sprayer and a paint and pan roller? I don't even know how you're telling people that they can use a paint cannon on, and you're showing them a graphic chart of how they have to pour this paint in the center of the screen. How does that apply to a paint sprayer? It doesn't. That's why I said it doesn't make any sense. It's a bunch of hoopla. That's all it is. Basically just a bunch of hoopla. What is this something we're building here too? Oh, so we're working on something there right now with that. So the fact you have that very little bit of information, you have 3 screen paints on there all saying gunmetal. You don't have any information in the specification sheet. You have nothing there. Clearly shows that you do not know what you're talking about, and therefore your site is considered to be a fake site. But if you want to do a comparison, we can do a comparison today. Y'all more than welcome. I'll have my address down the bottom. I'll put Jamie's at the bottom. You can go and compare my website to his. And when I clearly state that you two know nothing, look what Partay's in there too. You know nothing about screen paints, you don't. Partay definitely doesn't know anything. I've been around longer than you have, Partay. I could basically walk circles around you backwards and forwards. I have so much knowledge at the end of the day. You don't have any knowledge. You don't know anything. The fact that if you have to explain to people at the end of the day that motorized projection screens are their borders are printed on, and that's supposed to be a big factor right there, you don't know jack. Because they've been printing those on screens ever since they had 1.1 aspect ratio when you came to 35 millimeters. That's how far back they've been doing it. That's nothing new. Everybody should know that one at the end of the day. But you make it sound like on your page, when you talk in your video, you make it sound like this is something new that you just discovered. But man, you've been under a rock for a long time, because man, everybody knows that one. You can go to a garage sale and find out 1.1, go on eBay and find out 1.1. And they have 1.1 aspect ratio, which is much lower than 4.3, and they're all printed on. I've never seen one. I've never seen a physical motorized projection screen with a border, a velvet border. Never seen one. And I've been in business over 12 years. So again, you lie a lot in your videos, you do. And then to say approximate. You know what when you use the word approximate, do you know what that means? Okay, let's go over it real quick. Because again, I don't like to talk about people. I don't have that information first. Let's first finish up with this right here with Crow's site, because he's over there ranting and carrying on. I don't know why he's whining about over there. But anyway, Jamie, what are you fussing about? Again, I can't explain this to you enough. These are your videos. You made these, remember? Don't get angry at me. What are you angry at me for? You want to do a better job? How about this? How about you go in, take that fake scan paint off your website, both of them, because the only ones we can label right now is that Personal Mix. Remove those off your site, and then give an apology to your customers for robbing them, because what are you angry at me for? You got caught robbing your customers. It's right there. The video's right there. And right here, this is the site showing you selling the product. So what's the problem? What are you so mad about? He's very angry. Let me see. This was the UB Mix right here. Let's go check out. Now, you notice the UB Mix doesn't have much shipping information at the bottom of it. Let me see. We'll blow it up a little bit for you. Right there. That's it. This is it. This is all you get. I don't know what people, the only people that pretty much would slide their credit card through this site are people that are basically, look, I'm just trying to put it back in to keep me from touching anything else on this site. And Jamie, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to go through my same do tutorial. Hope you got time. There's a lot of information on there. You might want to get yourself a slice of pie and a cup of coffee because it's going to take you a while to get through that site. We got a lot of information of it. Knock yourself out. And as I said before, you can't back your products. I gave you my entire test page to do. Hasn't been done yet. All right, let's go over here where we go to, let's get rid of another product here we have here. Let's see, let's go to the shop page here. All right, mind you, all the pictures he has up here are all done on the P2. None of them are done on any 720p's. He claims it works with 720p projectors. They're all done on P2 projectors. You know, and demonstrations are done in the dark. One of the things you have to watch out for when you're watching fake screen paint, when they show up, this is actually not black. Good gracious, you can see it clearly in the demonstration. Jamie, this is not black. Do you see your stand right here? See the color of your stand? That's black. This is not black. Look at the bezel frame that you have. If that screen was physically pulling 100% contrast level, it would have matched that bezel frame with no problem. The fact that it's coming up gray shows your screen is not producing black, it's producing gray, which it should, because again, it's a gray screen paint product. And your blues are completely washed out. You can see that with the P2, same projector, he has it right there. That is completely washed out. If that's supposed to be a black level, you are so far off on it. Your speakers don't even match it. Look at that, it's not even matching. Okay, let's go on here. This is supposed to be, let me see, come out of here. If you notice, usually when you're using gray screen paint products, you cannot use them in fully lit environments. They have to be in darker ambient light controlled environments because the image will wash out. Jamie cheats his customers because he uses the projector with a 2,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio, which means he can pull a little bit deeper, darker shade than the average projector. And therefore, he tells his customers that they're going to get that same image when they're not. Now, if you want to prove that theory, how about you do a demonstration today in a fully lit environment with this same projector and see if you can pull the same image here as you could do in a fully lit environment. He's not going to do that. All right, because we know what's going to happen. The screen's going to wash out. Let's see. We have the hybrid mix. The hybrid mix is interesting, and I'll tell you why. Because in the demonstration of the hybrid mix next to the Cinemax, they look exactly the same. And that's why we asked them to do a demonstration of the Network Grade 773 versus the hybrid mix versus the Cinemax all together in one. It was never done, of course, because it would have matched. That's why. Oh my goodness. Look at this. People. Biggest scam at all. You know what this is right here? This is the Metallica Mix 2.0. Do you want to know what that is? That is the scam paint. That's a bigger scam paint. My goodness, every time we come here, we always find something different. All right. About to show you something crazy. All right. You see that paint right there that says Metallica Mix 2.0? Right. See it right there? I'm going to show you something. Let's go get a fresh YouTube page for this. Oh, he's a big time. He's a scammer. He's scamming you on a paint that you can make off YouTube yourself. And I'm going to show you why. Let's pull up black and white paint. Are we on the right one? Yeah, we're going to show you something real interesting. Good gracious. Scammer got no morals whatsoever. Just take whatever you can out of his customers. Wait till you see this. Now, I know for a fact your eBay account got taken because that's one of the products that you were selling on your eBay account that you don't have anymore. I'm going to show you something real interesting. Let's go with, let's see. You might want to leave the room for this one, Jamie. So it's going to get pretty bad for you. Do you know what this is? This video right here? The screen paint that he's selling on his website right now called the Metallica Mix 2.0, that's the ingredients how to make it. This is one of the paints that Jamie used to give away for free when he first started doing screen paint products on YouTube. That's the ingredients right there on how to make it. So let me get this straight. eBay comes in and snatches your channel, because I do know for a fact that that paint was being sold on your eBay account. You didn't sell that on your website. So eBay comes in and snatches your account. So you transfer that paint over to your website. The 2.0 Metallica paint is that right there. That's how you make what did 2 tablespoons of flat black paint into white paint. There it is right there. Gee whiz Louise, man, you have no freaking respect for your customers. So not only we came in here to show that your product, your website is a scam, and it is a scam, but now we have even more evidence against you. Now we got to make a video on this one. We definitely got to make a video on this one. We need this for the new warning list. Got to make another video. So here he is showing you how to make his product. This is right here is a video that Jamie wanted to go missing, but in this video it shows him how you're making the Metallica Mix 2.0. This is how it's made. This video is missing off his account. We have copies of it, and a few other people have copies of it. But the product he's selling on his website, this is how you make it. Gee whiz. Dude, you just don't care. Just rob your customers any chance you get. There you are. That's your dinette, isn't it? That's how that paint's made. Yeah, dude, we're doing this video basically to expose scammers, and good gracious, man. You sat there and brought that paint back. That's a paint you should let die somewhere, because, again, that's how the paint's made. That's how the Metallica 2.0 is made. And how do we know? Because we ordered it. We had it here. I got test demonstrations of an unboxing of the 2.0. It matched the paint right there in the video. Gee whiz. Look, I've seen people do dumb stuff, but at least some people try to hide the stupidity. You just do it out in the open. Just out in the open. That's how the 2.0 is made. Now, interesting about this one is we put the 2.0 against the Personal Mix, and they both matched. And the ingredients is right there on the thumbnail. That's the ingredients, how to make it right there on the thumbnail. Metallica projector screen paint. And here you are on your page over here, your website, selling it. So not only do we have, oh, gee whiz, man, this guy does some dirty stuff. We had the Personal Mix demonstration of your product matching bare silver screen. You still sell it on your website. We had the Cinemax of you on camera matching the product. You still sell it on your website. And now you had a nerve to put the Metallica 2.0 on your website, having a video showing how you make the product, because this is one of the products you used to give away for free. That is pretty bad. That's extremely bad. There it is right there. That's the product right there. Gee whiz. Dude, you just have, that's bad. That's extreme, dude. That's really, really bad. Good gracious, at this particular point, I couldn't care less about what Partey has on his page. At least Partey doesn't do stuff like this. This is really bad. This is beyond ignorant. This is way beyond ignorant. I don't know what you're ranting about in the page. You have nothing to talk about, man. He's in there ranting on his messaging board over there. What for? The product is right there on your website. And we have a video of you making it for free. This is one of the products that he gave away for free when he first started up. Gee whiz. We got to come back in. We got to come back in. We need this for the warning list. This is going to be the first video marked to the warning list. This is pretty bad. Gee whiz, man. See, this sad thing about you, Jamie. You got a bad habit of calling other people scammers at the end of the day, but you do so much. Like I said, people do dirt as they're tripping over dirt, as they're doing dirt. This is right out in the open. You think no one was going to pick up on this? Good Christ, awful. That is absolutely awful. We got to see what he says about this product in here. I've got to read through the specification sheet on here, if he has one in here. Oh my goodness. right here. Let's see. Crow's Metallica 2.0 mix is an oldie, but a goldie. Yeah, it is an oldie, but a goldie, because it was actually one of the first paints you actually gave away for free. Yeah, that's black and white. Black and white paint. And great for movies and gaming is great for movies and gaming. Is perfect for those light. Why you have capitals in the middle of your sentences? That's annoying. For those light controlled environments, and it works with 2200 lumens. Again, you don't know your own product. And that product works with 1,000 lumens, and we tested. We've had it over here. So that's up to 1,000 lumens. Please, you don't even know your own stuff. How in the world do you have a great product that light and it can't pick up on 2200 lumens and up? It can't read on 1,000 in the dark. You don't know your stuff at the end of the day, because house paint can pick up at 1,000 in the dark. Let me see. And up to 1080p, 3D, 4K. Test it, please. Test it, please. Good gracious, man. You got to learn to write and spell. And up 1080p, 3D. You don't really read it from yourself. 3D, 4K. Why do you have the and right next to 3D and next to 4K? You don't have to put that space in between that. Test, please. Let me say test it, please. Test it, please. There's no period there. It's a runoff on a sentence. Controlled environments, and it works with 22,000 lumens and up. 1080p, 3D, 4K. Test it, please. Gee whiz. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I have a live chat ready for you. Yeah, we can see you're over here ranting on that right now. Ready for you anytime. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. That's bad, man. I'm not talking about the spelling and grammar. It's absolutely atrocious. It is trifling, but we're not talking about that right now. That's just trifling. But anyway, yeah, and there's the policy right there. There's a scam policy right there telling you that if it lands on your property, it's yours. Same thing, exchange. If you open it up, it's yours. Same nonsense. Over here, he has a $70 surcharge fee, but the other one he didn't. But this is really disturbing that he's actually selling this product, and this product right here is basically the black and white mixture. That's what it is. Why are the images so close up? That's horrible. I never gonna understand that one. Again, you could have taken this basically off Google. Nobody knows at the end of the day if that is really from your shot or from a Google shot, because again, you're too close up on the screen. You have to show the distance of the whole entire environment plus the screen. Can't express that enough. That looks like a shot. This looks like an image from Google. Let me see this for a minute. Move it. Get that out of here. We don't need it right now. I'm gonna check on something real quick. He's ranting. He's really upset. Of course, you should be upset. You got caught basically trying to sell a screen paint that you were giving away for free on your site. That is absolutely horrible, Jamie. That's absolutely horrible. That's not your image, buddy. Huh. Told you how you can check images. You go back and you hit that back button. Let's see if it's yours enough. Dude, you're typing in loser. How am I a loser? I'm not cheating my customers at the end of the day. You clearly, there's a video of the 2.0 right there. You labeled the video Metallica paint. You show people how to make it, and now you're trying to cheat your customers and selling this product for like $95, and your image is not even popping up. That's something out there that's wrong. I'm doing an image search on this right here. The image is not even popping up. That's how you find it. That's how I found out when I was doing business with this one company, and we found out that they were in there dockering the videos, and I don't like dockered videos or pictures and stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, my screens, at the time we had great screen paint, there's no way in the world my screen was pulling up like that. That was virtually impossible. And all that light, no, We knew that from the fact. Something was wrong. So I went in and hit the Google, hit the back button. I found that the images were popping up on Google. They weren't the images connected to my paint. And that started an argument back and forth because I'm not going to be having people buying something that's not real. So that's how I know that if you go and you hit someone's image and you hit that image search with Google Lens, nothing's coming up on that side. This is an image he probably pulled off a website. He pulled it off from somewhere because, again, it's too close up on the screen. He could have pulled that image from anywhere and said, oh, that's mine right there. And it's not coming up. If it was yours, your video or your channel, something would have popped up linking to that automatically from the door. Now, something like this, he can prove because, again, this is his environment right there. That is definitely his environment. This is definitely his environment. But this right here, you could have pulled that off of Google right from the door. But the fact that you're trying to sell this Metallica 2.0 and there's a video showing you how to make the product and you're giving it away for free. Do you see how disturbing that is, Jamie? That is really, really disturbing. I mean, I came on here to talk about how your website is a fraud. And you're just giving me even more evidence at the end of the day to even back that theory. I mean, we already have enough evidence of showing your products matching the bare silver screen and matching network gray, and you're still selling these products. But this is even worse. This is a product that you literally showed how to make. I don't know what's worse, man. The fact that you're matching house paint or you're trying to sell products now that you literally have tutorial videos showing you how to make the products. We're coming back in. This is the first video we will be launching to the warning list. This is disturbing, man. This is really disturbing. This is the reason why you have customers bringing in multiple complaints against you, and last thing, what's going to happen is they're going to get together and they're going to get a petition together for fraud charges because the evidence is right there. It is right there and out in the open, right there out in the open. We can clearly show. Anyone can go to the site and you can clearly upload the video and show that. If you bought this product, get your money back right away. If he tries to use that shipping policy nonsense, no, you can override it. That is a huge massive scam. It's your own video showing you how to make the paint. That is pretty bad, Jamie. That is really, really bad. You don't have no respect for your customers. Look at that, man. You have no respect for your customers. Gee whiz Louise. My goodness. All right, look, we got to come back in. We're going to do a demonstration. We're just going to talk about this right here. We're going to put the other ones in there too. But I'm going to put it in all caps. I'm going to put your name in there, buddy. You are the biggest scammer I've ever seen on YouTube. You rob, you steal, you cheat, you lie to your customers, and you got a nerve to shout that everybody else is at the end of the day, but you don't have no evidence on everybody else. This is insane what we have on you now. This is... wow, I told you we couldn't make this up. I literally couldn't make this up. We couldn't even find the Google image attached to your, oh, wow. Copying Google logo, Google images of photos and paste them to your site to make it look like your screen's pushing that off. Wow, that's bad, man. That's really, really bad. Extremely bad. All right, let's get this video done for the list. And unless he goes in and he removes it real quick and tries to hide that too. Well, you can't hide this because that's mine. Can't do anything about that. That's mine. All right, people. Well, we saw more than what we need to see. I mean, I came in here to do the side-by-sides. You can go in and check our demonstrations out. You know what I mean? We can back our products. But that right there is freaking insane that he had the nerve to take that paint, the 2.0 Metallica, which he shows right here in the video how to make, and tried to get $95 off a product that he clearly used to give away for free. That's why he says oldie but goldie, because back in the day he was giving away products for free. That's why we have this video right here. And that shows you at the end of the day, Jamie is a person not to be trusted. If you bought anything from him, get your money back. If he claims that the whole shipping policy nonsense, PayPal won't honor it. All right, I'm going to go in and do one more. We got to have this for the warning list. We're going to be building a warning list today. This is the first video that will be applied to it. Whew, man, no freaking morals whatsoever. Just don't care. Just steal left and right.